What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash, BCH, USD. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it, okay? Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. It is the 14th day of July. Here we are at $241 with roughly 10 and a half hours left in the day. Consolidating here after having a nice little recovery rally, a nice little breath. Not a whole lot of volume came in here, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, maybe we come back down a little bit, but I still do believe we're in this bottoming area. If Bitcoin continues to grow, and I think it will, if the rest of the market continues to grow from here, and I think that it will, we likely do see some recovery alongside of that. Bitcoin Cash could very well be forming a bull flag right now. And even though here we haven't had a whole lot of volume, we did kick off this move with an above average spike in volume. So we're riding from that. If we can move up from here and have some volume pick up as well, it doesn't need to be like this in order to validate the move up. If this is a bull flag, it's a dragon flag actually, baby. Should we do it from this low or this low? 4-hour time frame might help us out. Not really. I don't know. I'm gonna say this low. I feel more confident in this low. But now I feel less confident in which high. It might not be a bull flag, but if it is, more or less $300, which again, it's right at that knot. This is a target area that we had whenever we were down here. I was talking about this little knot here, that naughty knot. We're probably going to go up there, and it's so naughty. We're going to get right there in that little naughty knot. Let's get down to the 1-hour time frame, and then we will zoom back out from there. 1-hour time frame, $240. Moving up a little bit. It's experiencing some volatility alongside of Bitcoin here. CPI data came out more positive than expected. We're up 2% on the day. Yes, okay, so 1-hour time frame. RSI is right at the overbought zone. Stochastics are overbought, and the MACD is right at the zero. We are more at areas to reject. Right now, we definitely are at areas to reject, but we're so neutral and tame in this range, right? Just sideways doing whatever, that even if we do reject, it doesn't have to be this terrible thing. It could just be momentary, come back up later, and then try again. So if we do, we're going to do one of two things here. And I'm taking the side of potentially finding some turbulence. We're either going to consolidate a little bit further, form a higher low, and then rally later, or, okay, I didn't mean to do that. What's going on here? Or we're going to push through right now, getting overbought here, pushing through the zero, and we're going to see a rally today that takes us above 245. But I don't know if I believe that necessarily. That might be tomorrow. I do believe we're going to get above 245. I do believe we're going to work our way up to $300, and that's probably coming over the coming days, if not over the coming weeks, by the end of the month for sure. Well, I shouldn't say for sure, but likely. But right here, right now, I don't know. 4-hour RSI, we look at this. There is a little bit of a downtrend, right? Lower lows, lower highs. You did bounce off the oversold zone, which is nice, but maybe you get in there and then you come back up. Maybe something like that happens. Maybe that's the end of it. We'll see. Overall, though, this is actually an area that makes sense to reject as well. Stochastics right at the 50, perfect area to reject. The MACD just crossed below the zero. Yeah, I could see us going a little bit lower. Right off the 236, that's nice. As long as we're above 232, I don't have a problem. We get below 232, we're probably going to 221 or lower. It's very common in a bullish scenario to bounce right off the 382. It's also common, even still in a bullish scenario or a less bullish scenario, to wick a little bit below the 382 and then come up. So if we go just below 221, that's okay. But 220, somewhere around there, we're at 240. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. It doesn't have to happen. Understand that's not necessarily the call. The call is if we go below 232, we're going to go down to 221, 220. The call is we're going to move down from here, but how far is determined by if we hold 232 as support or not. I doubt we go below $200. I doubt we go near $200. 220 is the closest we're going to get, somewhere in that area. Unless I'm wrong, unless we just break out here, unless we start pumping right now, which that can happen too at any given moment. Daily RSI rejecting the overbought zone, come down to the 50. Stochastics coming out of the overbought zone, come down a little bit, chill, and then come back up. The MACD just started to cross around the zero, come find a false red cross, come back down, touch tips, whatever, and then bounce. We can consolidate further. It doesn't have to be right now that we break out. It's nice that we're finding support at these prior areas of resistance, but even if we go a little bit through there, I'm not worried about it, man. I think it'll be okay. Let's see. Overall, that same 300 area, this is also another reason why we expected to go here. The 382 from our relative high back in January to the low that we just had in June, late June, that 382 is right there. So if we were to go to the 382 here and find resistance, that's right there at that little naughty knot, and then we can see some volatility expressed there while working our way up potentially to $411, $453. Bitcoin Cash, it does like to find resistance around the 0.5 golden ratio area. Normally, I'd have no problem saying, something like this happens, we go here, and this could be exactly what happens. Or Bitcoin Cash could do Bitcoin Cash things and find resistance somewhere in this area instead, which is it's more of a Bitcoin Cash thing to do that. It's kind of odd to find resistance between this level and this level, but Bitcoin Cash likes to do that. So either way, whether it's here, something between 351 to 454, something in that area is what I would expect. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.